Okay, I'm going to do a rant video right now because I'm fucking pissed off. Okay. There's these things called memes, okay? And I don't mean to sound as if I... God damn, is this fucking thing up? Right and up. What? Okay. I don't even know if I'm in the picture. Okay. I've never had much patience. Okay, I didn't have patience when I was drinking. And I'm learning now, okay, that it's important to have patience. I'm pissed at the system. I'm not pissed at the people, okay? I'm irritated with people, but I'm pissed at the system. I'm pissed at the system for what it did to me, for what it did to me and David, for what it's done to so many people. Because we have these fucking ideas in our mind about how things are supposed to be. And they're wrong. It's fucking delusion. Okay? And the reason why I'm ranting right now is because, okay, I went and had some popcorn and watched a movie with a neighbor of mine. Okay? He asked me to come over there. And he's like 55 years old, okay? And as far as physical attractiveness, this guy has none. He has none, okay? I mean, and this is why this pissed me off. That he was, you know, he's a, I guess you could say he's a friend of mine, okay? He's somebody that I know. And recently started talking to more often because he was wanting somebody to talk to about this girl he was seeing and that girl, blah, 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 right? So, he had me watch his dog a couple of weeks ago for him, and that's kind of, I guess, how he got his foot in the door, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, I've been trying to cultivate a friendship with him because, for one thing, his biggest bitch is how he will message people and they won't message him back, you know? And all he wants is, it's memes, it's just big. The point I'm getting to is, I'm sitting here trying to watch a movie with the guy, okay, and he's talking about his ex and how old she is, and that she was 37, and that she's the oldest, I guess, woman that he's ever, you know, he's never went out with a girl that was that old. Now, I'm 41 years old here, people, you know, and I happen to think that, you know, I mean, I wasn't just talking about personally, okay? First, of course, I took it personally. I was like, Jesus, dude. You know, I mean, good God. You know, I'm 41, and I happen to think that I'm better than I've ever been. And this is my whole point that I'm getting to, okay? Why is it that people, I know why it is. The reason why people like him, like a lot of people, feel like they have to have someone that's so much younger than them is because of fucking memes, because of programming. You know, they don't understand what's really important about people. They don't understand what essence and being genuine is. They don't understand, you know, the appearance is all that matters to these people. They have no idea what reality really is. And, you know, I didn't either for a long, long time. Well, I kind of sort of did, but nothing like I do now. But all these preconceived notions and these stereotypes and these, you know, this prejudices and these ideas about what a human being is. I mean, what the hell? It doesn't make any sense to me. And it you know, if we have these ideas about how people are supposed to be, and we name things, like in the Tao Te Ching, one of the precepts in the Tao Te Ching is that things should not have names. Because when you name things, you take something from that. You take something from what it is, if you name it. Because words, you know, well, for one, I mean, this is my interpretation. Because words can't really describe it. And also, you have opposing opposites, okay? So if you say this is beautiful here, then this would not be beautiful over here because it isn't the same as that. So anyway, long story, I just wanted to get it off my chest, and I want, for me, it's my meme, my big meme, the one that I coughed up recently, very, very destructive meme, okay? And I realized it was a meme, was the idea of how a relationship is supposed to be. I had this idea in my mind of how a relationship between a man and a woman that loved each other was supposed to be. And because the description of Dave and I's relationship, the reality of it didn't match what I thought, what my appearance and my delusion thought it was supposed to be, then I was not satisfied. Then I thought that I was, you know what I'm saying? And this is something that I've learned. It's made a huge, huge difference. It's in the way I look at everything. But anyway, long story short, man, I'm really trying not to bore you here, but when you hear the words supposed to be, or should be, or ought to be, or you think that about something, examine that. Examine the origin of the information. Okay? And realize that it's inhibiting you. It's inhibiting you. Okay? And chances are real good that it's programming. Some sort of fucked up bullshit programming about, it's not reality. Okay? Reality isn't supposed to be any kind of way. It just is. Peace.